Hello. Welcome in. I was gonna do something. I know I'm gonna forget something. I always forget something. I'm just gonna turn this fan off. Hang on. Too noisy. Putting me off. Hi, Richie. Let the fan blow your hair like Beyonce. Unfortunately, it's not a fan in the room. It's a system of fans which blow like fresh air into the studio. But they're just really loud. It's fine when I'm doing my DJing because I can't hear it. But I wouldn't be able to hear myself think if I put it on now. I'm just trying to work out which picture should I use for promo. I'm going to use the one where I look really serious. Oh, mysterious girl. Mysterious girl. Wanna get close to you. Yeah, we'll use that one. Like, I look like I know what I'm doing. I look like a girl about town. She looked like a mean girl. She looked like she know about music production and whatnot. You know? Also a heavy filter on that. Jenny from the block, yes. Hello, Digital Industries. Yeah, I did an early one yesterday. Meme girl. I'm definitely not a mean girl. I couldn't watch that film. Mean Girls. Honestly, right? I know I'm really so beta, but I had to turn it off because it made me cry because I was bullied at school, and the bit where like the girls have been really horrible to that girl from South Africa or something, and it just gave me PTSD. And I had to turn it off. Like, no. Oh, and I cried all night. True story. I'm okay now. I'm still not watching it though. Yeah, how is everybody? You okay? Yeah, see, I already have my revenge film. Well, there's 2 revenge films that I like from being at school, and I've still got the names on from yesterday. I have washed my hands. I just obviously haven't washed the top. Oh. There we go. Nobody will know. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my 2 favourite revenge films for being like nerdy and misunderstood when I was a kid. No, 3. Third one's more of a bit of a wild card, and it's my favourite film in the world. So they are the film Revenge of the Nerds, the film Napoleon Dynamite, and my favourite film in the world, which is Freddy Got Fingered. Yeah. So there you go. Hello, Harrison J. So, Revenge of the... I don't know if there's more than one. I did not know that. Oh, shh. Shh. I didn't know there was more than one. Yeah, Freddy Got Fingered is my favourite film. I know the script inside out. I have watched it so many times. Okay. I'm just stalling at the moment. I'm just going to put in the other. Party Girl's never seen Freddy Got Fingered. You need to watch it. Good film. I should have done a dissertation on that film because I can liken Freddy Got Fingered to life. You know, how Gord is wanting the approval of his dad, and his dad just doesn't understand him, and his relationship with Betty's in a wheelchair. It's highly not PC, especially by today's current standards, but it's so funny. It is so funny. And yeah, so it's basically about a lad who he just wants to be an animator like Charles Charleston. I want to eat chicken burgers. This is a fancy restaurant. 40,000 fucking Deutschmarks, Timmy. I say Geneva. You hear Helsinki? 40,000 fucking Deutschmarks. You're fucking fired, Bob. Yeah. Such a good film. Oh, yeah, there's just so many moments in it. Like, I love that film so much. Yeah, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Yeah, when he's in the shower with the scuba diving kit on. He's a molester. He's a child molester. You hear that, Dad? You're gonna pay. Anyone that's not watched the film will not understand this at all. But yeah, you were just gonna have to experience the magic of that film. It's just brilliant. But like I say, I can liken everything in life to that film. I find so many hidden depths to that film every single time I watch it. Like, especially how he seems to have, like, the character at least, but I strongly believe that this is very based on Tom Green as a person. He takes things very literally. So that's a very, like, neuroatypical trait to have. So when his brother tells him, like, because he's not feeling very creative, and he's trying to bring life to his cartoons, and I think it's his best friend. He says, "You got to get inside the animals." He's like, "What? I've got to get inside the animals." So he literally gets inside the animals. It's just even the soundtrack. Yeah, but I promise you, right, I'm a squeamish person. I don't like horror films or anything like that. It's the way that it's done. It's just funny. You won't you know, unless you're a complete wuss. I'm a wuss, but like it's not like a horror film or anything. You don't see any animals in pain or anything like that. So I'm not going to spoil it for you though. But it's it's just so silly, but so deep. Honestly, that film is the best film that's ever been made, in my opinion. Ever. And no one can change my mind. No one. So welcome, guys. Welcome in to the demo drop. I am really hungry, so I'm going to eat some cashew. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Ferg. So, if you've had an email back from me, you're in today. DS3, Adam Schofield, JLF, Smirky and Soraya, Infernal Karma, me, Wilson Serrano, Anakinra, Justin Novak, Kid Dynamo. We're getting busy now. You go get yourself a drink. Speaking of drinking, it's my birthday on Sunday. I'm going to be 41 on Sunday, and then I'm allowed to drink alcohol again, because I don't drink any alcohol for the first half of the year. And then the second half of the year, I let myself drink, but I always end up not drinking. So, yes, it probably will be Drew Clute, yes. You know, I've still got like a whole page of people's music to get through. There's like 1, 2, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, some of those are just to say thank you for being on the show. So we're going to say roughly about 12 people, 12 demos in the pending. I can't do the show for more than 2 hours because I get really tired speaking for 2 hours. Thank you, New Jersey Wildcat. Yeah, put it on your watch list. Okay, so the first track is DS3 Dress Go, and it's called My Product.
MDMA utilizes serotonin. Opiates like heroin utilize dopamine. Sort of like the same sensation you get after sex. Amphetamines increase adrenaline. Cocaine gets those synapses in the brain firing really fast. My product is 51 times stronger than cocaine. 51 times more hallucinogenic than acid, and 51 times more explosive than ecstasy. It's like getting a personal visit from God. That's good. That's awesome.
So there we go. That is DS3 Dress Go, my product. Really, really like this one. I just need to say, Danny F, thank you. Thank you very, very much for a stupid amount of bits. 2,750 bits. Yes, I was very shocked when I saw that. Things like that don't happen since lockdown, so thank you. And I love you so much, mate. Thank you for your love and support. Yeah, thank you. So, welcome into everyone else who's just got here as well. We've just listened to DS3 Dress Go, my product. I really like this. It's a really strong, current sounding techno track. As always, any kind of advice that I give or any feedback that I give is going to be either one of two things, and I'll always say what that is. It's either going to be technical feedback, as in something that is sonically wrong and needs correcting, or it will just be more like what I would do. So it'll be more like how I would go about improving it. So there's two things. There's one, the first one would be something that would be helpful, very helpful for like people who've just started out, for example. And there might be something that needs, you know, something corrective that needs done for it to be listenable or, you know, be potentially signed. And then there's for tracks similar to this one where it will be just more, this is what I would do, but it's not something that needs to be done at all. It's just, you know, more personal, subjective kind of thing. Thank you for following Endless Loop. So the one thing that I would do if this was my track would be, you've got these really long, lovely pads, and then underneath it's very much, you know, your traditional or authentic, you know, this sound, this new wave techno sound, and I just feel that it slows it down a little bit how it is currently. But I think a way to sort that out could be as simple as maybe just adding a bit of sidechain to it. Or a acid line following the melody. Or layering up, because it's very top endy, it's high mids to high. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would probably try and put that, either make more of a thing out of it, but in doing that also side chain it, because I feel like the constant of it is probably getting in the way of the kick and some of the percussion, and I think just tidying it up a little bit with but that's just my opinion, and it might not work. It might not work, so there you go. And Dr. Drew Clute loved it as it was, so there you go. But that's all I can say, but I still loved it. I would love to listen to it. If this was on a Spotify playlist in the car for techno, I would listen to it quite happily. Quite happily. I would not skip that. I like it. Yeah. Really nice. So thank you very much. Thank you for sending it in. I don't know what speed it doesn't matter what BPM it is. But it matters on a personal basis, because everyone's got their favourite kind of like range they want to listen to stuff. Have it mastered and signed on as an EP. Cool. If it's finished, then brilliant. Oh, I will do, darling. Thank you. Yeah, do you know what? I can hear the kick perfectly well through that. I love this bit. I love the beginning.
51 times.
Yeah, really well done. Oh, it's 150. I didn't think it was that fast. But yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, it did just sound a little bit getting a bit lost in itself. It gets a little bit lost in itself in the second half, but it's a journey. And if it's done, it's done. I don't want you to, feel that it needs to, change in any way, because it's just my opinion. And yeah, really, really nice. Really nice. Do you know what? Batman's right. I think it would sound really nice at a lower BPM as well. Yeah, definitely. And how nice is that you can appeal to many styles of DJs sets for different times of the day or night? That's amazing. Next up, we've got Adam Schofield, Differences Aside. So there we go. That was Differences Aside by Adam Schofield. Okay, so you've had it recently remixed it and Callie has mastered it for you. Cool. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was sounding very well put together. Nothing was standing out to me at all. I just liked it, yeah. So you're welcome. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. There wasn't anything that do you know what I liked about it? It had a lot of hard trance influences. Adam, you've not sent me your SoundCloud details, so I've not been able to send people to your SoundCloud. So if you can send me a whisper, you won't be able to put it should be on the last email. Okay, let me have a look. No, I can't see one. Ah. Okay, I found one from 2022 where you've got, I've been able to find it. Just make sure you always, and this goes for everyone, make sure you always have your SoundCloud link somewhere in the email, because otherwise I'll try and chase you up for it and I don't always see the thingies. You know what I mean? Just that. Well, we want to breathe life into your SoundCloud. Or whichever it is, whatever it is that anyone wants us to plug, just send us that one. So, guys, get following Adam there. I'm going to spam it in the chat a few times. There we go. Get following. Breathe some life into Adam's SoundCloud because you deserve it, mate. Really, really good track. Did I say I liked it mainly because it was kind of verging on hard trance, Euro hard trance. So that's always a plus for me. Do you accept entries the day of the demo? It's always best not to send it to me on the day because I need time to go through them all. So what I do, this is my routine, right? So you'll know like how to, when's the best time to do it. Just get it in as soon as you can, but please try not to spam message me like, oh, I've done another revision and I've done another revision. Like, I understand because I definitely do this myself. But like if you sent it like, what's halfway between Tuesday and Tuesday? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday. Just don't expect that you'd be able to get it on the show the same day as you send it in because I've already got a backlog. So, and we are getting busier every month. It's getting busier. So, but yeah, like if
the camera just teaches Dave.
It's Tuesday. Hey, Dylan. And let's just thank you for 31 months, mate. Thank you. That is ridiculous. How are you doing, mate? Yay! It's good to see you here. Thanks for your help earlier with my spam mail that I was getting. That was a bit weird. Yeah, like if you can try to hold back until you're completely ready, and but I will try to like scan read just to see if there has been like another email from you, but Well, that's the link. And it works for me, for Adam's thingy-me-bob. So just try it again. Oh, nice. When did you send it me, Paper Crane? You sent it me recently? Because if you sent it me a long time ago, just do it. Just send it me again. Oh, today. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hopefully next week. I hope so. Because the thing is, some people, like, if you don't want me to play it, but you already sent an email and it just take it off that link. So, you know, like if it says expired, not expired, but, you know, like if you put up a SoundCloud link and if you really were like, oh God, I definitely don't want to, or just update it maybe. Thank you, Rantala. That's very kind of you. But yeah, just try not to, but don't worry. Don't let it put you off sending, you know, just, you know, if I message you back saying this one's in and it's the wrong one, just tell me and I'll even tell me in the chat and I'll just have a very quick look for it. Please don't send WeTransfer links. Never, ever, ever do that. I mean, if I'm lucky and I get to it, then at least that's okay. But it's so iffy if I will get to a WeTransfer link within 7 days, because usually people will send it on today and the next time I'll be going to look in that inbox will be next Tuesday. I probably won't get to the top of the list because I have a backlog. So then it will be the Tuesday after, and then WeTransfer links have then expired. And I know this is good training for you in the real world when you start or when you are sending tracks to record labels. Because there's two things they will not do. They will not chase you up. They won't like WeTransfer links. Also, the other thing that keeps happening, and we need to discuss it because it's important. I don't mind you making this mistake with me because I'd rather you make this mistake with me than do it with a record label. The other thing is labeling your file correctly. And we said about this last week. Some of you will still have the name of the track in the file name, in the WAV or the MP3 that you're sending. It won't have your artist name in it. And it's very confusing. As soon as you download a few, and if I was a record label, we've got no trace on you then. We don't know whose track that is. And there's no way they're going to then trawl through emails and find out, hi Wayne, find out where it's from. They'll just go, I can't be bothered doing that, because, you know, they should know. You have to try and be professional with it. Okay? I'm telling myself this as well. But I'm just happy. Why are you all writing ***3? What does that mean? Yeah, it can be. Exactly, Danny. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing stars and then a number? I feel like I'm missing out here. Oh, it's editing out MP3. What? Let me try. You're just copy pasta. Ah! Can anyone else write MP3? Huh? Usually it stars it out if you're trying to write a link. Yeah. Wave. Brilliant. Let's try another one. M4A. One's allowed. Imagine that if there was a filter on. Oh, we're not having MP3s. No lossy file types here. Did you know that they don't update the what's it called anymore? MP3. MP3 is like a lost cause now in terms of codecs. Weird, isn't it? MP3 won't be around in the future. Oh, right, with the dot before it. Yeah, let me try with the dot before it. Dot MP3. Oh, it thinks it's a command. It's saying unrecognized command. Ooh. Yeah, well, they will. They will continue to sell MP3s. My point is they don't. Hang on, let me just find out what it is. Because sometimes I get things a little bit wrong. So yeah, this is from an article by Science Alert that says it's official, and this was back in 2017. It's official. The MP3 is dead, even after its creators abandon it. Symbolically, at least, the MP3 is now officially dead after German research institution that helped develop the famous and equally infamous standard announced that all licensing for the file format has been terminated. You are a real player. While any MP3s in your possession will still play fine on any devices that support the audio format, no matter how you acquired them, it signals the end of the road for the ubiquitous music file, which will no longer be officially supported. Part of the reason for the inevitable decline is that while MP3s may still occupy the music libraries of millions of listeners around the world, from a technological standpoint, the format has been eclipsed by later audio codecs that simply do a better job of compressing music into small, manageable file sizes, a point that its original creators fully acknowledge. So, for example, FLAC files, lossless. But say if you had a piece of music and it had a large portion of silence or near silence in it. If you have a WAV of that or an MP3 of that, it will still be a massive file size. So you can imagine if it is, if you were doing, if you watch those videos where they've got storms on and there's a storm happening in the background, but there's long periods where there's stillness in between. Or classical music will sometimes have quite long periods of like near enough silence. The thing is with more modern file types is they're called what's called a container file. So that container file can, say like if there's less data to be found in there, it can compress itself or decompress itself. So I think OGG is lossless. Oh, hang on. OGG files are... I thought OGG files were MIDI data as well. Amber Nerd. So basically... It's lossy. Oh, okay. I didn't know that either, Fatman. I thought the OGG files... Well, no, FLAC files are lost. I believe they are anyway. I'm always open to, the possibility that I could be wrong. But There's so some of them are file types and some of them are container files, so they contain the data within them. So the ones which are like the more, I mean, FLAC isn't new, but it's definitely more like refined for archiving and bigger pieces of audio. So, but yeah, I mean, I all of my tunes are MP3. Like, even when I've got the option to have a WAV, I always still just get MP3. So, like, and I know this is something that I need to get out of the habit of doing, especially with my own music. Especially now that, you know, buying storage space on hard drives is so much cheaper now. Yeah, I can't honestly tell the difference between a 320 MP3 and a WAV. I know some people who proclaim that they can, and I don't know, because it would be interesting to test that though. But yeah, so if you're mastering in 16-bit 44K, that's 44K, is it 41K standard? But if you want stuff to 10-minute FLAC file at 32-bit 192 kilohertz would be around 88.59 megabytes. Wow. Yes, let's send a demo song with the lowest quality and compress. Do you know what? One day that will be an aesthetic. Definitely. I'm going to leave this in the chat, which I've been reading from here. Just go and give it a read. Hello, Malin. So yeah, interesting. Next, we've got JLF. My new studio. Yeah, it's really different. I'm getting used to it. I've got a new Philips Hue light, and I've got another one coming on the 3rd of July on Amazon. You know, like where you can get one which is like secondhand just because someone didn't want it. So I've got like 25% off a 2 meter long Philips Hue light. So that's coming. But yeah, I'm glad that I've done it, but it's really dark in here now. It's really, really dark in here. I'm just hoping that the lights will brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I might be able to show you. If you haven't seen the... So that's what it looks like at the moment. Yeah, thank you. Because it honestly, like, I did it all in one day, and I wasn't planning on doing anything this day. I was just planning on just doing my usual live stream, and I went, I'm just doing it now. I got myself a massive energy drink, downed it, and then not Monster. It's like this X Gamer drink that we drink, and then I just did the lot, and I burnt off so many calories. But yeah, like having the green screen is, and then it was never perfect either. There was always bits where I could see flickers, and it wouldn't chroma key everything because there were a few different colours of chroma key, and it's just got too much for me. And I was like, I just need to have a normal stream. So I don't know if people will like it more or if people will be like, oh, I'm bored now. The boring thing. But I just had to do it for me. I'm just going to take the risk and have to do something different and see what happens. It might be the best thing ever for the stream because it'll bring it back to be the focus around music. Thank you, Fat Man. Thank you. Aww. Guys. Hello, Mr. G. Yeah, no more green screen. So, yeah. Next up, we've got JLF, and this is Toast.
Can you hear me? Hello? I haven't engaged your verbal system. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Crichton, what are you doing, man?
I've just repaired the toaster, sir. Well, I've nearly repaired the toaster.
Oh, no, man, dismantle him. You don't know what a little bleeder's like.
He's simply a talking alarm clock who provides his owner with early morning toast and light conversation.
Not this one. This one's mental.
Sir?
He's defected. He wants everyone to eat toast all of the time. He's obsessed with it. And if you don't want to eat like 400 rounds of toast every hour, he throws a major wobbler. That's what caused the accident in the first place.
What accident?
The accident involving me, the toaster, the waste disposal, and a 14-pound lump hammer.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Talkie Toaster, your chirpy breakfast companion. Talkie's the name, toasting's the game. Anyone like any toast?
I don't want any toast, and he doesn't want any toast. In fact, no one around here wants any toast. Not now, not ever. No toast.
How about a muffin?
Don't like muffins round here. We want no muffins, no toast, no tea cakes, no buns, baps, baguettes or bagels, no croissants, no crumpets, no pancakes, no potato cakes, and no hot cross buns, and definitely no Smeghan flapjacks.
Ah, so you're a waffle man. Can I ask just one question? One question. Would anyone like any toast?
So that was JLF and Toast sampling the awesome Red Dwarf. If you don't know what Red Dwarf is, then I am really sorry for you. MVR74, thank you very much for following. Yeah, really like this track. Really strong groover, great nostalgic use of a well-known sitcom. I can't see that, Fat Man. Maybe I need to He used to have a guy at work called Rimmer. No. Well, I've clicked the Batman. I've clicked the 7TV thingy. I found like the place for it in my settings on Twitch. So hopefully those emotes should work for me next time. I fire up OBS. Might just be because I've only just done it. You know what it's like with these things. It can sometimes take a while. Yeah, really good track. I'm going to be playing this in my Groovy Hard House sets without a doubt. Yeah. It aired on BBC Two from 1988 to 99. What did? Red Dwarf. Yeah, as in it's a British science fiction sitcom. Yeah. Was it from 1988? I don't remember it being that early. Hello, David Marsh. I know what that means now. It means as far as I know, I fake. Wow. Yeah, well, I was born in 1982, so Red Dwarf. Yeah, 1988 and 1999. Oh, crazy. It's a millennial acronym. I didn't know that. Oh, I must start using it then. They still do episodes now and again. Under what, new ones? Or they do reruns? I was 6 when they started. But I remember watching it all through the 90s. New ones? What? Do you know what? Knowing this is the only time I am actually annoyed that I don't have TV. We've not had TV in this house for 11 years. We don't watch any TV. We'll watch YouTube. We do have Netflix. I watch stand-up comedy on there, but I just watch things to do with making stuff. TED Talks. Hi, Conway. Yeah. Netflix for me for stand-up comedy. When I'm having my curry. I'm in my bedroom. And I just watch comedy. Stand-up comedy. But yeah, we don't watch normal telly. Yeah. That to me is what Netflix is. It's just for stand-up. Yeah, we went shopping. We only went to get like stuff for the kids, pack ups for school. And usually we go to Lidl because it's a lot cheaper. And I was like, oh no, I think we need to go to Tesco because this is such an old person's conversation. Because I have to get soy milk from there because I don't like normal milk. And then we just ended up doing the whole like normal shop in Tesco, and it costs like 3 times as much as it would do in Lidl, but it's all nice stuff. It's all branded stuff. So it was skin, but we've got loads of nice things to eat, so we don't even need to go out. So it's not even a problem. Next up, we have got Smirky and Soraya. You used to hold me. Yeah, I really like that. Smirky and Saraya, are you in the chat? I can't see at the moment. Let me just... And I don't have... Yay! Hello. No, Rantala, don't spam the air horn. We're trying to listen to people's music here. I get that you're excited, but if you do that again, you'll get timed out. So, once is enough. No, you're not sorry, but it's okay. I know you are hyped, darling. It's all good. That's what emotes are for. Yeah, I really liked it. Really liked it. Smirking Soraya, take a bow. All I will say is ideas why, creativity why, like, and the sounds that you're using, everything's so on point. I think that it could be a bit more, the sounds could be slightly more shaped and mixed down a little bit better. But you know what? As I say that, it kind of takes away the rawness of it. Okay. All right. You go and do that, and I will not take on board the passive what's it called, guilt tripping that you're doing there. You go and cry in the corner. Off you go. Cry, but lurk and cry, because you will probably be able to earn yourself another few channel points, and then you can do the whole thing again. Yay! Have fun. Yeah, so as I'm saying that, I also believe that it doesn't really need to be shaped, because it has its own beauty in being quite raw in that sense, especially for this kind of music. So yeah, and I mean, you've got to go off the reaction. And my reaction was, it was making me move. Like, even though I wasn't realizing it at the time, like, it was exciting to me. It was exciting to hear it. And of course, Rantala there spamming the horn is because it was making them feel like that. So, you know, no, never going to spend any stupid channel points again. I know, right? We shouldn't have such great tunes on here. It's my own fault for having that on there. I just assumed that people wouldn't spam it, but I'll put a cooldown on it. That'll sort it out. We'll take that. Cheers, Amber. Agree, mastering could be done by John Doe. Oh, so it's... Yeah, well, this is it. But just remember, mastering is a whole other thing. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone and get them to master it, because it's so easy to overdo it. And also, a decent masterer will get that last bit of squeeze the last, you know, bits of quality from a good mix down. There has to be a good mix down in the beginning. But I liked this. I liked the rawness of it. Perhaps see what a mix down from him would be like. Definitely. There's a new trick that I've been using, using a pink noise spectrum over my master right at the end of when I'm mixing it down. So I put it before my limiter, it's like a frequency band of pink noise, and then I match that in Pro Q3, and I'll show you how I do it in a studio live stream at some point. You'll be happy after you've eaten. What are you having? Spring rolls? Oh, I'm jealous. Oh, yeah. I hope that you're happy again soon, Rantala. And then you can come back then, and you can do the horn noise again. Okay? Yay! Yeah, so this pink noise thing, I found it, like, it really helped don't, Richie, but it helped clean up my bottom end. But it only works with a good initial mix down. It only works with a good initial mix down. So, so I would, I will do like a little stream with that, because I used it on my Barbie Girl remix that I've recently done, and I heard, because it sounded fine on my Mackies, and then when I went over to my DJ setup and played it for the first time, I could tell that the bottom end was still a bit muddy. Stop it! I could tell that it was still a little bit muddy, and this pink noise trick it shouldn't be really thought of as being a trick. It should be seen as being an extra step in your process, and I'm going to use it now because I don't have a sub in here for a start, and my Mackie's frequency response is around 50 hertz, which isn't low enough for me to really hear what's going on in the sub-regions. Oh, I heard some mud is around 160 hertz. Is that a thing, or is it like dependent on like what project you're working on? Yeah, I know there's some like areas where you can take out of like your kicks and stuff to stop it sounding boxy and stuff, but I mean anything that's talking about specific numbers should be like, you know, take that, it depends what it is, I guess, but like just take it as a roundabout thing, not an exact thing, because it will matter depending on what you're doing on. Yeah, in the actual track, yeah, as a rule of thumb, you mean? Oh, that's cool. Oh, David Marsh, you went there. Yeah, well, there's definitely one in rides, like, because I use the Roland Cloud 909, and in the rides and sometimes in the hi-hats of the Roland 909, they're very shrieky, shrieky, and I find that I'm cutting, I think maybe around 700. I can't remember if it's 700 or 7,000, because it goes up exponentially. But again, don't worry about the numbers, but just get a bandpass and just sweep it and just see where that shrieky bit is, that resonant point, and then bring it down, because at high volume stuff like that really comes out. Just Google muddy bass and it says muddy frequencies is a frequency range roughly between 200 and 400 hertz. Cool. Yeah, I mean, these are things which are really interesting to A and B, trial and error in our music, because it is the difference between something sounding ready to be sent to a record label or be released or play worthy, and it still sounding quite amateur, and as well as having all the creative ideas and everything else. It's just so many things that you need to think about with music production, and there's so many things that you'll forget and then you'll remember. But yeah, when it comes to mastering, personally, I will prefer always to get someone else to master my stuff. Number one, I have tinnitus. Number two, mastering, sending it off to a dedicated masterer. They have different equipment. They have exercised their ears. Guy does this. Guy can pick up on stuff that I can't hear. I have to be really careful about what I play in the kitchen on YouTube, for example, because he's so sensitive to certain stuff. And I'm like, what are you on about? There's nothing. And he's like, I can't listen to that. And it's something as simple as a bad microphone. It will just, it's too much for him. Because his ears are so finely tuned to hearing for stuff. And that's why sending it to a master is such a good idea. And then, because they'll do things to it that we won't know necessarily or could overdo really, really quickly. And they'll have like outboard compressors, expanders. They'll know more about like how to use mid-side EQing, maybe mid-side compression, you know, things that mid-side EQing, for example, would be something that you'd only ever use really sparingly, or if you know what you're doing in a mastering environment. So there's but could get really good results from it. But it is so easy to overdo it, and if your ears aren't trained for that, be okay with that. Don't feel you have to be all things to all people, because back in the day, you'd have someone that was a songwriter, composer, mix down engineer, mastering engineer, singer. You know, there will be so many jobs. There'll be like 7 people to one track. And now these days we have to be all things. So just don't worry about outsourcing some. But yeah, mid-side is interesting, and you can get some interesting results from it. Okay, next we have got thank you very much, Smoking Surrey. Can you please whisper me your SoundCloud so I can tell people where to follow you, please, and where I can follow you? If too much wide subs and phase issues can cause issues for vinyl where the needle pops out, yep, that is why we have things in mono in terms of like the bass and the kick, especially if been burnt to vinyl, pressed to vinyl. So interesting, isn't it? Like, I love the whole theory of sound and like the frequencies and you know, when people put sand when people put sand on a speaker and then use different frequencies and it makes patterns. It's like, what? Ah! It's so exciting to me. It's like, it's literally magic. It's just, it really is. But it used to confuse the hell out of me. It still does, but I respect it. Yeah, it does. It does make waves like a beach. It's just, I love life. I really do. It's just, everything is like patterns and geometry. Everything. Like, I get so overwhelmed and awed, like overawed. Is that the word? By all of this. You know, I mean, I've done ayahuasca, and you know, I'm a big believer in plant medicines and things, and you know, that's kind of like where all that aspect comes from for me. But it's just, you know, if you're ever having a bad day, just think about, you know, go and watch something where you can just see fractals and geometry, and it will just help you to, you know, make sense of the world a bit more, or not. It might open up a Pandora's box as well, so if so, sorry. But also, yay! Okay, well, what we've got now, we've got Infernal Karma. This is the best choice of name after what I was talking about. This is Infernal Karma, and it's called I Made This While Tripping. There we go. Infernal Karma. I made this while tripping. So make sure you go and give them a follow. I really like this. I love the organicness of it. Yeah, I'd play that as well. Quite long for what I'm used to, but it takes you on a journey, and that's the important thing. You don't want, like, we live in an age now, don't we, where tracks are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. I hope your spring rolls are nice, Frontala. Yeah, it's I like it. I could hear this as part of an album as well. It's very, very well made, and if they did make it while tripping, I think they've done a very good job. And yeah, I mean, 70s. A lot of music back then was made while people were tripping. There's a lot of cool experimental stuff. I am not telling people to go out there and take drugs in order to get creative at all. But it is interesting from a creative mindset and a creative perspective. What happens to the mind in altered states of consciousness? You know, it really does interest me. So, and I'm not pro drugs, I'm pro choice. I always have been and I always will be. I think we have the right to experience what it is to be physical under any influence that we choose. Yeah. And I think one day, and that doesn't go for, there's a lot of terrible substances out there, including legal ones, especially legal ones. They're very destructive. But there's also a lot of plants, natural things, which are actually very good for you, very good for creativity. And one day, all of this crap around certain individuals who made it illegal a long time ago will all be eradicated and people will just stop being silly. So, yeah. What? I didn't know that, fat man. But yeah, I think autonomy is something that you earn as an adult. You should not be giving drugs to children ever. That's a bad idea. Not even natural ones. Not hallucinogenics anyway. Jesus Christ, no. You have to be an adult. You need to have a matured mind. You have to have a developed prefrontal cortex to be responsible enough to have altered states of consciousness. What's salvia? Is salvia a natural thing though? I'm not clued up on that one. More like 25, I think, Dr. Apocalypse. But yeah, it's hello Adrian. Yeah. See, like, it's for me, something like that would be too much, I think. And that comes from someone that's done ayahuasca. But when you do ayahuasca, you do it. I went abroad and did it where it was legal, and I definitely wouldn't do it unless I was supervised by facilitators and shaman. I feel very strongly about that. Yeah. But yeah, everyone's different. And again, this is why it's important to be pro-choice about it. Yeah, babysitter, basically, yeah. And at the end of the day, everyone needs to be safe about those kind of things. But we cannot escape the fact that a lot of great music has been made under the influence. We look back at the 60s, the 70s, maybe some of the 80s. Yeah, it's just an interesting thing to consider. But, you know, as with all things, it's about you use the drug. The drug doesn't use you. So, you know, because these things, like I say, they need to be thought of they need to be considered very carefully. And if you have an addictive mind and you have any other issues, it can easily play out into those things. But as a creative thing for artists, it's can be a great tool. So, but yeah, how you done that while you're tripping, I'm very impressed. Well done, mate. Next up. Oh, it's me. So, some of you all know. Thank you, Rantala. That's really kind of you. Glad you like that one. This is another track that I did the other day. I did a lot of this on my live stream as well. It is Aqua Barbie Girl, Amber D Hard Techno remix. Yeah, I'm still not ashamed. I love Barbie Girl. A lot of you who know me will know how I feel about my shit disco tunes. And yeah, this is Aqua Barbie Girl. Let's go, mother lickers.
Come on, Barbie, techno party.
Barbie remixes are listen.
So, ta-da! Yeah, that's my rendition of Barbie Girl. Do you know what I found as well on my computer? When I was making it, I was like, oh, because I have loads of like MIDI files, OGG files, stems, stuff like that on my computer, like really obscure stuff. And usually if someone needs an a cappella or like parts for something, especially if it's quite old, much older, I've usually got it somewhere on one of my hard drives. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I've got all the MIDI parts for Barbie Girl. And I did. I had all of the MIDI parts for Barbie Girl. So I pulled out the ones for the strings and then recreated the strings. That's all I used. The rest of it was all like new. The a cappella. Okay, so the a cappella was, I asked Facebook and 2 people got me okay versions of it. So there was the Tiesto version a cappella, which had been ripped using, you know, like the frequency separating software. There's some very good ones out there now. And then the second one that I got sent was the original.
Fucking good.
Thank you, Lois Lane, and also massive thank you to Bender as well. Thank you for 5 months, Bender, and thank you for 27 months, Lois Lane. I can't thank you enough for subscribing to me. It's really, really important to me, and it helps me to carry on doing my content. So thank you. So the 2 a cappellas, the reason I had to use 2 a cappellas was there were parts of both of them, thankfully not in the same places, where, because I aligned them up over the top of each other, and I took the most decent bits of each ones, and I had to go through carefully, splice, and then like change the volume on all these tiny little like just parts of the vocal, where on some of them there would be like another sound effect that was bleeding through, so I couldn't use it from that one. So it literally took, well, I'm quite fast at doing like splicing audio now because it's something I actually really enjoy. Most people hate it, but I really, really like working with audio and messing around with it and chopping it up and splicing. And it only probably took me maybe a couple of hours to get it completely perfect, because you're having to like tail things off and deal with reverb tails that are printed onto the acapellas, the noises. But I managed to get quite a good version of it. So my version, my acapella that I've done, is a bit better than the ones that are out there. If you want me to send it to you, just let me know and I'll put it up for you. I'll stick it in the Discord, and you can use it. That's not a problem. But yeah, I found all of the parts for it on my computer, and not only that, I have all of the parts to Dr. Jones, Roses Are Red. So there's probably going to be a few more Barbie Girl remixes. Just saying. Oh, but yeah, if you want my Barbie Girl remix, you can download it for free. I've given it out for free. Hello, Incredibase. Just follow the link that I'm putting in the chat now. That hypedit.com link there, and go and grab yourselves a copy of it for free. I think it's up to like 130 people. But you giving it out in an MP3? I sure am. If you go onto my SoundCloud, though, you can get the WAV. If you go directly to my SoundCloud. But you won't tell any difference. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unless it matters to you, then of course. But that's up to you. But there is a WAV version there if you want. You're welcome, Rossi. Okay. Wilson Serrano is next.
in the silence, waiting, searching for my voice. A melody is coming, my choice. Deep within, a fire burning. I'll make my mark out of the dark. This is my sound. This is my sound.
Wow. Wilson, just take a bow already. I just need to share your SoundCloud profile with everyone. Guys, go and give Wilson Serrano a follow and a big pat on the back for you, mate. Really, really like this. Again, it's very much your sound, very true to you as an artist. And I love it. It's very somber, melancholy, and also uplifting in the way that trance should be. Very emotive. Really liked it. Really, really liked it. Yeah, are you going to release it? Yes, I'm naturally blonde. This is all my normal hair. Natural hair. Everything about me is as standard from the factory. So, yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that, Wilson. Please, please keep sending them in, mate. No, nothing. I wake up looking like this. It's your own voice. Oh my God. What? Oh, some people just don't understand sarcasm right now, Mr. G. You are dark according to the old photos. Yeah, I'm naturally dark. I have naturally changing colouring hair. you sure? Are you sure those tits are real? Yeah, my hair changes colour depending on the mood I'm in. So do my tits. Anyway, back to the music. I have morphing mammary glands. Right. Keep the questions music related, please. Yeah, exactly, Rantala. Yeah, blonde hair when they were little and then got darker since they have grown up. Yeah, I'm the opposite. So I had dark hair when I was 20, and then as I've got older, it's gone lighter. So, apart from my roots, which I don't really understand what's going on there. So, who knows? Where was I? Oh yeah, Wilson. I don't wear white eyeliner. I haven't got any eyeliner on. Yeah, really liked it. Keep sending them in, please, Wilson. Very, very strong track there, and I do hope that you get this one released as well. So yeah, okay. Next one we have got Anna Kinra, and this is Cosmic Jungle. So that was Cosmic Jungle by Anna Kinra. Yeah, really nice, very organic, and I think Kid Dynamo said very low, like lo-fi, that kind of vibe. Lots of like granularized kind of sounds in there, and really like deconstructed noises, and it just works so well, especially in this genre. Stylistically, it really like it sounds really nice. Yeah, really nice. And it takes you on a journey. I know I went to the toilet while it was on, but I listened to it all the way through earlier as well. Yeah, it was. Isn't it weird how like D&B is a fast-paced genre, yet it really relaxes you to listen to, especially liquid drum and bass. It always fascinates me, and obviously the half-time-ness of it, even though it is really fast, kind of really slow at the same time. So yeah, I live it. I like a lot of neurofunk as well. That's one of my other favorite alternative genres. But yeah, I really like this. If you guys can go and give Anna Kinra a follow on their SoundCloud, that would be amazing. So yeah, hello to Red Misty, hope you're well. And I've got a child behind me. Quickly. Yeah.
That looks so bad on camera.
Anything?
Yeah.
Not doing anything? No. Only marry it. Bothered. I don't know. Why do you watch it? Fine. No. This is sad. I'm having fun with my friends. God, you're so embarrassing.
You have no.
You'd know. Bye. Ow! I'm glad you couldn't hear that then. Thank God for noise gates. See you later. See you in a bit.
Again.
No, you can't.
Why?
No, she said the only friend that I've got is Samira. That is true. Right. See you later. Yeah, bye. I'm busy. I'm with my friends. Go away. God, you're so annoying. Just get out of my room. Get out of my room. No. No.
Please.
Go away.
Kiss.
No. Embarrassing. I'm so sorry about that. They're in the kitchen on the table. Okay, love you. So many people are, oh my God, she's a terrible mother. Playing them at their own game. We had this in the supermarket earlier. She wouldn't give me her headphones. She had earbuds in the supermarket and was oblivious to bumping into people on her phone. And I was like, give me your earphones now. You're bumping into people. You're not responding to us. And she was like, no. And I was like, and she was raising her voice. She was shouting at me and she was raising her voice and people were looking over. And I was like, don't embarrass me. And then I remembered my training. So I just went full on Kevin and Perry and just went, oh, this is so unfair. And she ran down the aisle, the other end of the supermarket. So we don't play those games anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, my mum used to do it to me. She used to embarrass me all the time. Yeah. Great being a parent. You do get to do all the stuff that you had done to you when you were a kid. Okay, so next up we've got Justin Novak, Sweet Nothings. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they can. Guys, just checking they're allowed the headphones back now. After today's saga. Kids Day. Okay, so this is Justin Novak and Sweet Nothings.
That you love me, whisper me sweet nothings. Ooh, I just wanna please you. Oh, treat you like a lady. Yeah. So tell me that you love me. Yeah. 'Cause I can't wait to be with you. So tell me that you love me. Yeah. 'Cause I can't wait to be with you. Be with you.
How cool was that? Oh, take a bow, Justin Novak. Yeah, I really, really, really like that. So well produced. So well produced. And please go and give Justin a follow. Justin is from the UK. I have nothing to add to that. It was just a really nice. I could hear it on the radio You know, it would be a perfect kind of like summer tune. Very uplifting, very well mixed, very well balanced. Yeah, definitely no swears. No swears in that song. Very radio friendly. Yeah. Just, wow. It's goals, isn't it? Productional goals. Yeah. I'd be well happy if I made something like that. Just everything landed correctly for me. So yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you for sending it in. Yay! Clap, clap, clap. Next up, we've got, guess who it is? And I've not even listened to this yet. This is Kid Dynamo. It's a new Kid Dynamo track. And it's called Keep It Comin'. No, Richie. No. Yeah, loving this, digging it. Acid line, done. Beep. Just enough beeps. But I missed the woos. I will be honest with you. That was one of the main things that I would always ask to be put in my tracks when I had an engineer. Like, can you put a woo in? Woo! I love my woos. I haven't used any woos in my own like music that I make now. Actually, come to think of it, I need a woo sample pack. Bring back the woo. Hashtag bring back the woo. Hashtag be kind. Hashtag. Hashtag ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. So I think I have heard a Makina song called Printer. Can you send it to me though if I haven't? No woos, says General Bounce. No. I disagree. Respectfully. You gotta have some woos in, Kid Dynamo. Don't listen to him. Don't let him take this away from you. Wu-Tang Clan. You ain't got a woo. You did, didn't you? Me and Dave and I always discuss Kid Dynamo woos. I like them. Hello, Guy. Guy's in here. Tidy Guyver. Oh my god. Yeah, going good, thank you. Live your best woo life. Yeah, I like woos. I was just actually saying, Guy, about, remember years ago when you would engineer my stuff for me, what was the one thing I'd always ask for? Let's see if Guy remembers. What was the one thing that I would always ask for in a track? See if he gets it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine. That's the correct answer. Yes. Woo! Oh, you've just taken the cat for a walk. Cool. This is the thing. Our house is so big. It's a really old house. We're not like mega rich or anything yet. We do have a really big house, a really old Victorian house. And no one knows where anyone else is at any given time in this house. Like, you just text each other or come into their live streams. Woo! So yeah, yeah, he's more of a lurker. But yeah, it's nice when Guy pops in, because it's nice for you guys to know that, you know, someone who knows what they're talking about might be listening to your song. Oh, Fat Man, that's so sweet. Yeah, together 10 years now. Yeah, I'll do a load of woos of different cadences, timbres, pitches, and ranges. I will. Woo selfies. Yeah. Do you want some now? Woo! 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 Whoop! That was a reversed one. Whoop! Whoop! Woo! Take your pick. You're welcome. Okay, now we've got Rossi, MYR Starfall. I can't talk today. MYR Starfall Rossi remix. Cool. That is DJ Rossi's remix of MYR Star Force. See, I've not heard the original. I'm sure you've done a good job on it. I think that this is a great track that has a lot of potential. Like I said in the chat there, I think it would make it sound even better by transitioning using filters on bus groups or individual channels, just to marry in the sections, to tie it all in. That's what it was definitely feeling like it needed. It just needed a bit more bringing together from those different sections. But yeah, it's great for what is there. Like General Bounce says, it needs loads more work. I mean, it depends really. Like, it depends how you work. If you work with, I find that getting the track to this point can be the longest time wise, and then it's about mixing down, EQing, not in this order, EQing, mixing down, shaping sounds, not in this order, rendering it down, listening to it on a different system. Yeah, like the foundations are there, as Adam's just said. So, but this is where I think what General Bounce is saying, as someone who runs an extremely successful record label, so he knows what he's talking about, is you want to get this signed to a decent label, it needs to have that extra polish, and that can take a while for us to get our ears used to that, and and listening out for those, for the finer detail that someone like General Bounce will be listening out for when considering to sign a track or not. But it's a great start. You're just starting out. Wow. Well, I wish that when I was first starting out, I could make something sound as put together as this. Honestly, you're up against a lot of very good quality tracks on this show a lot of the time. And, you need to recognise how far you've already come. So, but yeah, if when you're ever in any doubt, just, I'm sure, if just having these people who are in the chat, like a lot of people who are either producers, record label owners, even people who are listeners of music and don't necessarily make music, it's always interesting. Like Renee just said there, they liked it the way it was. So it depends what you want from it. What do you want to do? Do you want to get it signed, or are you happy finding like that you get enough feeling just from doing it, and that's enough? I recently wrote a Facebook status asking everyone what do they think of as being success. How do you quantify success? And it's different for everyone. You should feel successful that you've got to this point. And on your next track that you do, you will improve. You will absolutely see improvement. Well, Rossi, you've already achieved a lot, and just keep going with it. It's great to be a sponge with knowledge, but it's also equally as important not to get overwhelmed by it. Don't expect to sound like the people that we want to sound like, because it's going to take time. And remember, you're listening to a track that isn't finished yet. It's not mastered yet. It's not mixed down yet. It's still in its working stages. And, sometimes when we use a reference track or we go and listen to someone else's fully ready released track, it can make us falsely assume that what we're doing isn't good. So, hello, Harder Please Daddy. Yes, JLF, you're right there. You're so right. It's about making the next track better than the last. So much to learn, but plenty of time to learn it. Yes. And don't Don't skate over sections. Go backwards. I have recently started to go backwards in my learning. And even I had a guy helping me, and we were doing something to do with, I was using phalanx. And I was using the ASDR incorrectly. So I was trying to shape a one shot, and a one shot being like over one beat, a quarter of a bar. And I forgot about the delay and the it's attack, delay, sustain and release. I was using the sustain along with the release incorrectly, and Guy picked up on it. He was like, "What are you doing there?" And I was like, "Well, I just thought I would just use the first three. So I was just using the attack and then just the delay and then the sustain." And he was like, "No, but you need to have the release there as well." I was like, "Oh yeah." My point being, you can never, you'll always learn something by going back again into the basics. I mean, that's a very basic thing, learning how to do a volume envelope. But I was using it incorrectly. So, point being, Guy is producing your music. He used to. Yeah, I do nothing. I do feel like I still know nothing. But at least it doesn't overwhelm me anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible how you can forget the simplest things, and that comes from either learning it the wrong way to begin with or forgetting. So I can, yeah, I think it's a good thing, Renee. I think it's a good thing to feel like we know nothing, because at least then you're allowing new things in. The worst thing in the world, and Renee knows this because Renee was there when this happened, is a know-it-all coming into your stream when you're minding your own business, fighting monsters on Final Fantasy. They start getting up in your chat telling you, "I know everything. You don't know." And I didn't say that, but "I know everything. Trust me. Cubase is amazing and Ableton is shit." You can hear what DAW is used when someone's making a track. Which is just absolute bullshit. Bullshit, but it's annoying. But we had fun with it, didn't we, Rennie? It comes from a place of Happy National Bingo Day to you too, General Bounce. Bless you. Comes from a place of lack of confidence. It's weakness disguised as strength when people do this to us. When anyone says anything about this is the best DAW to use, trust me. Don't trust them. Don't trust them at all, because it's bullshit. Yeah, unless it's Dance EJ, that is the best DAW. But people like that have decided that they already know all the things. And that to me is the saddest thing that you could ever assume of yourself, or even fake believe, just to look like you're like better than other people, because you could never know everything about music production. And that's the beauty of it. It really is. Danny says, when I first started put a sample up, someone said to me they can smell Fruity Loops. No, that's just someone making a lucky guess. I can guarantee people would not know. I mean, possibly in terms of like what style of music you're making, because FL Studio is a pattern-based DAW, which is great for dance music. Cubase Cubase is amazing, but it's not better than any of the others. It's just what you're used to. And it's also how your brain works, what you like, how you work. Ableton is fantastic because it's so user-friendly and it makes sense workflow-wise. But I can't get on with the piano roll. Yeah, guys said people ask me nowadays what I use because they presume they presume I don't use FL Studio anymore. Yeah. Do you know, even people that used to use FL Studio, I've seen get really like snobbish about it, saying, oh, I use Ableton now. I don't use that anymore. And it's like, well, you couldn't have known it that well in the first place. Because FL Studio is just so deep if you want to get deep. I live with a genius of FL Studio, so my knowledge of FL Studio isn't as deep as his, but it's pretty deep. It's deep. And I constantly draw upon his knowledge when it comes to anything to do with FL Studio. But like he just has, he will know shortcuts of things, like anything that I'm doing. I don't always choose to listen to him at all, but he'll sit there if I'm making a track and he'll go quiet for the first instance, and I'll know he's thinking, should I say this or should I just shut the fuck up? And then he'll say it, he'll go, can I make a suggestion? And I'm like, okay. And they'd be like, why are you doing it like that when you could do it in 2 less clicks if you did it this way? And I'm like, because I like doing it this way. And he's like, okay, cool. And he'll leave it. Point being, everyone's got their own way of working. Everyone's got their own neural pathways of things that they've learned how to do over the years. So, you know, don't discount that. You're not annoying at all. Or am I annoying? Is that what you mean? Even down to, I've got a search engine thing on my computer called Everything. It's a lot faster than Windows Explorer for anyone that does a lot of searching for stuff on their computer. And whenever I click onto it, it asks for permission. He's like, why don't you turn that off? I'm like, it's only 1 click. It doesn't bother me. But for him, it's like he is a workflow king. So, yeah. Seeing you do unnecessary click. I don't mind, though. I'm getting to the point now where, because I'm producing on the daily a lot of the time, at least weekly, and I wasn't before. I was doing long periods of time without doing any, but I'm really in the zone with it now. I'm finding it more and more useful to have changes to my workflow. So, yeah, FL21. But point being, just use what feels most comfortable, because anything that you are going to be taught by anyone or on like a YouTube tutorial or in a studio with another engineer or a collab with someone, all of the things that you will be watching them do, you can mimic and recreate and transpose to your DAW, because they're all doing the same thing. It will just be a different menu and a different name for it, possibly different terminology, and it looks slightly different, but they're all the same. And that is why you cannot tell when someone has done a track in a certain DAW, unless possibly you're making music for the moving image and you're working in Pro Tools and you can hear the audio engine of Ableton versus some like Total Recall Mackie desk in a really well built environment or whatever it is. But we're not doing that, so it doesn't matter. Have fun. No, I haven't dreamt of making a song and then wake up and make it. I do wake up having songs in my head, but I don't think I've ever actually used them in a track. It's nice. Yeah, just pick up a door, just get to work with it. Don't try and fool people into thinking you know everything, because they'll just switch off like I have. I don't like it when people are like that. Like, I know better. I know not to listen to bullshit like that, but not everyone else does, and you might end up getting bad advice from someone, even me. That's why I always preempt everything that I say with, this is just my opinion, and I'm still working through the ways that I do stuff and changing. I change my opinions on day-to-day things a lot. I'm very fluid with those things, and I'm also very fluid with the way that I make music, and that should be the case, because without that there is no improvement. I don't get that, General Bounce. What do you mean? My favourite door is Paul Norris. Oh, I get it. Yeah. My second favourite is Kenny Hayes. I know, right? It's crazy how many people are now spending 20 plus hours watching YouTube tutorials instead of using those hours fucking around and learning the software. Both are good comment. I think both are important, though. We watch so many tutorials because it will give you insight into other people's methods, especially if you can't afford to go in the studio with someone else, you don't know anyone yet in the industry. Then yeah, just soak it up, but please take it with a pinch of salt. And any tutorials that you do watch, make sure that you know that they are just saying it from their own point of view, based upon their age, genre that they play, background, expense, budget. Everyone's got ulterior motives when they're saying stuff. So, but transparency is important. I'm going to go and play Hogwarts Legacy now. I'll go live on my gaming channel. But yeah, I've enjoyed today. It's been a lot of fun. I might not be here on Tuesday next week because I might have a hangover because it's my birthday on Sunday. But let's just say put a 50-50 on it, and we'll know by Monday. If you haven't heard from me from Monday, then we'll have to just do it on Wednesday instead. It'll be at least a 2-day hangover. Yeah, I'm expecting to feel terrible. General Bounce will be with me as well. So yeah, we've got a driver as well, General Bounce. So yeah, I have milk thistle, and I also have some anti-hangover tablets as well. So I'm all ready for it. So expect to see lots of videos of me fucking shit up, being incredibly annoying to sober people. Yeah, throwing things at the crowd, balancing stuff on my head, falling asleep on the floor. Final frisbees. Yeah. And I've also got a wedding next week as well. It's can't do Wednesday because I'm at the wedding. So yeah, it will have to be a week off next week, and then yeah, I've got my brother's wedding next week, and then it will be the tidy weekender. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna raid out now, but I'll be on my gaming channel if anyone wants to say hello. Yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll make sure that this is live so that you can watch the show afterwards straight away, because it automatically stops it from being thingamy-bobbed viewable. But I will make it viewable, and then you can watch it back. Bye everybody, stick around for the raid. We're going to go and see Arctrix. Love you. It's working. Oh no. Hang on, let me try it a different way. another way. Yeah. Create a dashboard. They've changed all this. Don't do that to me. Don't want this. Manage stream. There we go. Great. There we go. Working now. Thanks, guys. I love you all immensely. And I will see you all on Thursday. Yay.